Once upon a time, in a small village that lay beside the great Akoni River, lived a beautiful lady called Jewel who sold fish at the river market. Jewel was admired by all who knew her and was loved dearly by her fiancé Joe. One fateful day, a terrible storm rolled in, and with the storm came a mighty wave that crashed into the river market, causing chaos as people ran to safety. Jewel had tried to gather her fish market to safety, but the wave caused the normally calm river to overflood, and Jewel got swept by a huge wave and got pulled under the current as her fellow market traders called out to her desperately. Jewel found herself under the surface of the Akoni River for the first time ever, and she felt strange in the river, not scared but wary, like she was being watched by unseen eyes. She suddenly felt a sharp pain in her leg, and the pain caused her to black out. She got washed to the bank of the river by a wave, and her fellow traders and friends quickly rushed to help her. The next few weeks were turbulent for Jewel as she began to have experiences that confused her. She had repeating dreams of herself floating under the Akoni River, wearing a wedding dress with an unseen being always present. In other dreams, she was under the Akoni River making love to a shadow being. And at her waking up, her body always felt touched by an invisible lover. These dreams troubled her so much she was often distracted in the market, and her once jovial nature changed. She narrated her dreams to Joe, her fiancé, who assured her it was nothing serious, and maybe it was just her anticipation of their wedding and wedding night, as Jewel was still a virgin. One day, Jewel noticed a bump in her leg, and inside the bump was a little green fish scale. When she tried to remove the fish scale, it caused her immense pain, so she stopped. That night she had a dream again, but this time she was in Akoni River, and there was a huge merman right in front of her. The merman looked at her with a smile and asked,
"Why did you try to remove my scale from your leg? The day you fell into my river, I claimed you with that scale. Come, be my bride and let me give you a world of riches."
Jewel was shocked and scared. She quickly told him, "I can't be your bride. I have a fiancé already, and my heart belongs to him." She instantly swam away from the merman. The merman got enraged at her rejection and bellowed out, causing ripples in the river.
"If I can't have you, then that forsaken mortal won't have you as well. I will end him."
Jewel woke up from that dream scared and prayed for Joe's safety. After that night, she didn't have any more dreams. Few weeks later, while Joe was driving on the bridge, a huge wave from the river crashed over the bridge, cracking it and sending Joe's car plunging into the raging river below. Thankfully, Joe had jumped out of the car before it went into the river. He was badly hurt and taken to the hospital where Jewel cared for him. Jewel left the hospital and headed to the riverbank. She was furious at the merman for attacking the man she loved. At the riverbank, she called out, "You wicked creature, come out now." The merman quickly swam to the surface, his powerful tail fin flipping the water. He approached Jewel, who was furious.
"I am not wicked, my Jewel. I desire you. Will you see reason and finally join me in the wealth of the waters? Be my queen, Jewel."
Jewel replied angrily, "Never. You are darkness, and we have no business together." She pulled out a knife and cut out the scale the merman had placed in her leg. "Here is your rubbish scale of ownership. I don't belong to you. I belong to Joe." With that, she tossed the merman's scale into the river, and the merman was enraged.
"You can't reject me. I am Akoni, the great river. As long as you remain by my waters, I will surely have you. Jewel, you can't escape me,"
bellowed the merman as his rage caused a tidal wave to form. Jewel ran as fast as she could away from the village, vowing never to return to the riverside. Joe recovered fully, and he came to understand all Jewel had been through was real. He quickly performed their marriage rites and proceeded to relocate her to the city, where they got a beautiful home far from any river. He also opened up a shop for Jewel to sell foodstuff and provisions, as she still had the heart of a trader. And so the merman's obsession ended as he shrank in defeat at losing his grip on the one he would have called the Jewel of Akoni.